What's up, YouTube? Dave here. A couple days ago, the iPad 2 was announced, and I've been meaning to make a little video about it, but school and stuff kind of got in the way, and I'm officially on spring break, so yeah, I thought I'd do a little. Well, I do the video now. Like I said, the iPad 2 came out. It wasn't a big change compared to the iPad 1. It was still impressive, but it wasn't like revolutionary. It was just basically an update on specs and a lot thinner, like really thin. Anyway, besides the iPad 2, a whole bunch of other tablets are coming out in 2011. Sorry, almost said 2012. Ooh. Let's see. For example, the Motorola Xoom, which is already out for Verizon right now. Hopefully, a Wi-Fi version will be coming out soon because I'm kind of interested. The HP Touchpad, which is pretty much the same form factor as the iPad, except it runs a 1.2 gigahertz processor instead of a normal 1 gigahertz processor, and the BlackBerry Playbook, which is the smallest out of all of them, but from spec wise, it's pretty much the most powerful one. It's the most compelling one spec wise. But speaking of specs, they're all pretty much the same thing. Well, like I said, except the touchpad runs on a 1.2 gigahertz processor, while everyone else runs on a 1 gigahertz processor. But they're all dual core, so they all run pretty fast from what I've seen. As for screen size, that's where they pretty much differ. The Motorola Xoom runs on has a 10.1 inch touchscreen, which is a 16 by 10 ratio, which is basically widescreen. So which is really good for like native HD viewing. The iPad, which we all know, has a 9.7 inch touchscreen. So does the HP Touchpad. I'm pretty sure that size wasn't a coincidence. And like I said, the BlackBerry Playbook, which is the smallest one, has a 7-inch widescreen. 7-inch 16 by 9. Of course, since we're talking about 4 different tablets, we're also talking about 4 different OSs. Thankfully, all 4 OSs they were made in just 4 tablets, so like no like really big overstretching except for certain apps, which is what the Motorola Xoom, which is running Android 3.0, aka Honeycomb. It's suffering a little bit of that from some of their apps, but hopefully developers will get that fixed, and I'll get to that some other day. As I said, with the OSs, iPad's OS, basically nothing really changed except they added FaceTime for the cameras and stuff. Honeycomb, it's basically a whole new revamp on Android. I played with Motorola Xoom before. I like it. It feels like it does. It just feels like regular Android, but I don't know. As a tablet form, it feels a little bit better, I guess. It's kind of hard to explain. The touchpad and the Playbook, from the videos I've seen, their OSs are really similar. Well, not exactly similar, but the way they handle multitasking is really similar. Having like a deck of cards, because WebOS, which is HP's touchpad OS, it has a kind of a deck of cards system, which they're using for multitasking and stuff. For the Playbook, they have a similar way. They're not really cards, but in the concept, it basically is cards. I'm sorry if that doesn't make sense. But from what I've seen, they're very similar, so I don't see much of a difference, except from what I can see, the BlackBerry Playbook is more compelling for business type people. Maybe because a lot of its uses require actually a BlackBerry so they can sync, and a BlackBerry is normally used by business people or those people who just like text messaging with a good keyboard. As for HP's, they also have their own little system too with their new HP Pre 3, yes, the Pre 3, with also like syncing abilities and stuff like that. And iPad is using iTunes, and Android doesn't really have much of a little, I guess, gimmick for its cell phone counterparts as well. So again, Android's more open source, while everything else is kind of closed. Well, from what I've heard so far, I'm not exactly. I don't claim to be an expert or whatever, but yeah. Well, being a guy that just likes technology as a hobby, I haven't been able to play with like all these tablets like many other like famous tech reviewers have. I have played with the iPad first generation. I didn't like the OS, but that's just me. Because it felt really similar to the iPod Touch, and I didn't see a point in spending for the bigger screen, in my opinion. I don't know, my opinion might change because of the cameras now, and faster processor and stuff, but I don't know just yet. Because and I played with the Motorola Xoom at Best Buy, and like I said, I like what I see so far. As some could probably tell, I'm a big Android fan, as you can see. So far, what I'm seeing from HP's touchpad and BlackBerry's Playbook, like I said, I haven't had any hands-on experience with them, but what I've seen from videos, they still interest me. My opinion might change once I get my hands on them and actually mess around with them and stuff. But looking at these tablets from a consumer point of view, it's pretty obvious that the iPad's gonna get the most attention and probably get bought the most from consumers because how Apple is advertising it over and over and over. And well, I've seen commercials of the Motorola Xoom, but I'm pretty sure a lot of people are just gonna say like, oh, it's like the iPad, but people who actually know Android, know tech, they will know the difference, even if they just know a little bit about tech like I do. But at this point, the BlackBerry Playbook and HP Touchpad, they haven't had as much exposure from to the outside world, so not many people know about it. Eventually, when they do, a lot of people, I'm pretty sure a lot of people still say it's like the iPad or compare it to something Apple, and each tablet will come out as their own, and regular consumers, like the non-tech consumers anyway, will be able to recognize like the different OSs and stuff like that, and besides just the different screen sizes and specs and stuff. Consumers might also be compelled to a certain device because of the type of cell phone they own. Like I said, the BlackBerry Playbook has a few features that only work if you have a BlackBerry cell phone, well, smartphone. And HP Touchpad, well, they have certain features that only work with with the Pre 3. With Android Honeycomb, I haven't seen anything like special that requires you to have an Android phone. So as an open source, it seems kind of like the Windows of the cell phone community, where you don't really need to have anything special. It's just there, you mess with it, you have fun. And with Apple's iPad, you're just using iTunes. You don't need an actual iPhone to do any like special connectivity or syncing or anything like that. For Android Honeycomb, you actually get like multiple choices for what type of tablet you want. Like I said already, the Motorola Xoom is one of them. LG is making a G Slate, which has 3D cameras, which is something, if you want like 3D filming, that might be for you. And Samsung's making an update for called the Samsung Galaxy 10.1, Galaxy Tab 10.1, sorry, which is basically an update for the original Galaxy Tab. And HTC is also making their own 7-inch tablet called the Flyer, which isn't running Honeycomb, is running Android 2.4. But HP has announced that they will upgrade the HTC Flyer with Honeycomb as soon as they can, meaning once they're done skinning it with HTC Sense. Honestly, I don't think Honeycomb needs a skin at the moment, but let's see what HTC does, and I don't know. You never know. They might make it better. So far, I like Sense running on my Incredible over here. So you never know. I might end up liking it, picking it up later. At the moment, I'm sort of in the market for a tablet because I like the portability, and I don't know, just because honestly, just to have one. But at the moment, I haven't decided on what particular tablet I like. I'm favoriting the Xoom right now, but that's because I like Android. But for all I know, HP's touchpad or the BlackBerry Playbook might tug at me, or maybe I might play with the iPad 2 a little and like the changes. So honestly, right now I have no idea what I'm pushing forward. But for my for anyone watching, leave a comment below. I don't know. Let's hear you guys' opinions about what tablet you like, what you don't like, what do you wish they would do, and all that nice stuff. So that's pretty much it for this video. I just kind of wanted to talk about tablets a bit and from consumer points of view and stuff. So hopefully I kind of got that settled straight. Anyway, that's pretty much it for me. So I don't know, rate, comment, subscribe, or whatever. All right, then. Talk to you guys later. See ya.